And that's the last one? Yes, no, maybe. Okay, I've got 7:02. I'll call the meeting to order. Pursuant to section 551 of the Texas Government Code, notice is hereby given of a regular meeting of the Red Oak Park and Recreation Commission being held on Tuesday, June 15th, 2021 at 7:02 p.m. Via telephone conference, at which time following will be discussed and considered. This is an open meeting conducted by telephone and or video conference. There will be no public access to the physical location. City staff and Red Oak Park board members are encouraged to participate in the meeting by teleconference in order to allow the city to follow the CDC social distancing guidelines. Please see details found at the bottom of the agenda. Which I don't see. Okay, so I do call the meeting to order. I do declare a quorum present. Notice is legally posted pursuant to the Open Meetings Act. Chappelle will do the invocation and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay, let's start off with, you ready?
Ready?
All right, let's go ahead and start off with the prayer.
Okay.
Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for coming today. We thank you for opening up the doors, oh God. We thank you for opening up our minds and our hearts to be able to serve the community of Red Oak, oh God. We ask that you lead our minds and lead our hearts in making the decisions for the community of Red Oak, oh Heavenly Father, Lord, oh Heavenly Father, and guide us and ask that you be the forefront of us in all of our decisions and all of our ways. Touch every home, every citizen. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. You ready for the pledge?
Yep.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Liberty and justice for all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Any presentations? No presentations, no citizens to be heard. New business open session, consideration of the following Park and Recreation Thursday, May 20th, regular meeting minutes. They should have been in your packet. And I have those here. I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to accept the last month's agenda meeting.
Okay. Motion by Maria. Second by,
I second the motion.
I'm sorry. Second.
Yeah,
Okay, Maria.
that was Chappelle. Chappelle second the motion.
Chappelle second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, let me see here. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, follow-up discussion for Red Oak White and Blue being held June 26th, which is, what's today, the 15th? 11 days. Board, 11 days. Okay, go ahead. Kyle?
All right, we've been preparing for this for a while, working with the Oaks Church, and currently we have several vendors that we've signed up. We're still needing some more food trucks, so if anybody knows anybody who is a food truck vendor that's available that night, that would be really great if you could talk to Lori or have them call Lori. And she's done a good job of getting the ones that we have now. So Lori, what do we have? About 6 vendors now?
We have 7 who have paid their food permit fee and 2 others who probably will. The Ennis event is the same night as ours, and there's lots of events that have popped up since everyone's opening everything up. And
There
so
you go.
lots of competition, but we have the big ones, the good ones we always have, the kettle corn people.
Yay.
Yes. Tommy's Hot Dogs, you know, he's the one that goes to farmer's market every Saturday. Always
Yeah.
does. Pokios, super
Okay.
excited about
Tokyo's good.
that. You know, Dippin' Dots, who's always there.
Yeah.
And then we have 2 new, they sound similar, but I was like, come on, Philly Ice. One is,
That's
Where-
new here in Red Oak.
yes, it's
Yeah.
that one. Well, it's by Red Oak Driving School. She
Okay.
called today. And then I've actually got one coming out of Carrollton. He also sells pretzels, so that'll be helpful.
Huh.
Out of Midlow that does tacos, nachos, you know, all that stuff, called Lollipops Little Red Wagon. So I just prepared them to bring lots of product that they're going to be very busy. So
Okay. What happened to Pink Pig?
she obviously disappeared because she hasn't emailed, and I called her to check on her and
Yeah.
hasn't returned phone calls. So
Really?
I hope she's okay.
I hope so too. Huh.
Anyway, so it's good. I got the flags ordered. So we bought 2,000 of those, you know, 4x6 little flags to hand out.
Good. Yeah.
We bought a new, in lieu of buying a new banner for the table, we bought one of those really tight, stretchy tablecloths, which looks really good. That says Red Oak Parks and Rec. So that looks really good. And we ordered a banner. We ordered a banner for the stage. And so that's it.
You said that the tablecloth, a stretchy tablecloth?
Yeah, it's those real fitted.
Yeah, it said that, but does it say Red Oak?
Parks and Rec, yes. It's
On top?
burgundy. It's across the front.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was gonna say, if it's on top, we won't see it.
No, it's tight fitting. It's the kind that hooks around the legs. And so
Yeah.
if we have another hurricane, like 2 years ago,
Yeah,
it won't blow away. The table will blow away, but the tablecloth.
there you go. Gotta preserve that tablecloth.
So, and we'll have the tent, the canopy back out there,
Yeah,
and
water.
water. Oh yeah, water, the Gatorades and all that.
Yeah, does anybody have any special dietary requests for drinks other than water or Gatorade?
We do water and then like Gatorade, Powerade.
If anybody has something they have to have, let me know, please. Just send me an email. We'll make sure it's there for you.
Did we get any blow ups or whatever?
Oh yeah, we have all the events, same as 2019.
Yeah, that.
Hell, you're not coming clear through.
Unmute. Chappelle, you're showing muted.
You hear me now? Is that better?
There you go. You're unmuted, but
Nope,
I'm muted?
now talk.
What about now? Oh, I was saying I like lemon water. Do you have lemon water?
Lemon water? We'll get you some lemons.
Yeah. We have that.
Are you driving?
we'll catch back up with her in a little bit. And she may, if she is on the road, she may be in a bad spot because we're not able to hear you, Chappelle, if you can hear us. But y'all are asking about the bouncy houses, and Lori has set up an arrangement to have the festival type setup like we did, I believe, in 2019. I was not,
2019.
but
Mhm.
very similar to what was set up back then. So we'll have bouncy houses, rock climbing wall, events for things for kids to have fun during the event. But we did do a little bit of rearrangement on the setup, so the setup is going to be a little bit more functional, we believe, than it was in the past by using the center parking lot as the area by which they'll have all the fun events set up. And then parking lot C will be the large parking lot that we used to occupy for those events. We just did a switch and put it more central, and that way everything will work out. We've got 20 porta potties that'll be delivered and set up for anybody using the parking lot. We'll have lighting. We have a parking we're going to review tomorrow. I'm sorry, on Thursday. We'll review the parking plan and get all that put together. Make sure it flows good. The event starts at 7, so if we could have everybody there by 6:30, that would be great. So that way we can get y'all into a parking space and get you back over to the Parks and Recreation Commission and board tent there. That way y'all can have, you can be set up and comfortable and be ready to hand out flags and visit with people. And then, after y'all figure out what you want to do, then, you can, if you want to take turns hanging out there and then go walk around and shake hands and kiss babies and stuff, that's great too. So y'all just let us know what you need during the event. And this is my first time through with it. So we'll try to work out any kinks as they come up.
Everything seems to go pretty smooth, so.
Well, I got Lori here, so I feel pretty good. She's kind of briefed me on everything that's gone right and everything that's gone wrong in the past, so that way we can try to, make it a little bit better. So she's given me a really good detailed briefing on it. So I'm looking forward to this.
We have great staff, and it's easy when you repeat. It's easy. As long as we don't have another hurricane, we're good.
Oh, we're not having a hurricane. We're gonna have a great time. But we were able to get the Little's property to the south of the facility, so we're going to be able to use their parking as overflow. So their field out there is overflow. That's going to be very helpful. It's a large field, and we can get quite a few cars in out there. And I think since we're early on the 4th of July, that we're going to have an advantage because everybody they're looking for something to do. They're hungry. They're ready to get out, and we're a little bit early. So I look forward to it. And if anybody has any questions between now and then or needs something, just email me or call me, and we'll take care of it.
Lori, are we getting new shirts, or we're going to wear our red shirts that we already have with the collars?
We have red, white, and blue t-shirts. And so if you all want to come get those next week ahead of time, there's a little table out in front of the building. I can leave those for you. Like Logan leaves his library books out there in a bag with the person's name on it. I can do it that way. If you want to come after hours, or if you want to come during work hours, we'll meet you at the front doors, whatever, or you can get them that day, whatever you want to do.
I'll just come next week and get mine.
Okay, just
That way I'm
email
not
me.
having to change out there.
Just email me when you want to come, and I'll leave it out. I'll send y'all an email asking, and everybody will respond. But yeah, it's hot. You won't want to wear that polyester Red Oak board shirt. It is so hot. It's black tar, so it is hot.
Okay, I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm coming in from Amarillo. So hopefully I'll be there by 6:30.
Good. Well, if not, we'll see you when you get there and have safe, just drive safe.
I know you already said this, but could you repeat what the start and stop time is on the 26th?
It's, the event official time is from 7 to 10, or 7 until when the fireworks are over with. The gates will open at
Okay.
6:30, so I would advise getting there early. That way you can get set up. We'll be there. I'll probably be working most of that day, so city staff will be in the area, so you'll be able to come in and won't have any issues getting a parking spot there. That way we can get you all set up and situated.
So if we want to
Okay.
come earlier than 6:30, we can.
Absolutely.
Okay,
You come up earlier
And
I'll put you to work.
there you go.
is that, and this is another question I think you've already answered, but is it where the new football field and soccer field and all that stuff is, or where is it?
It's at the front
Or
of
is
the
it walk-
church at
in
the
the
Oaks
park?
Church. So when you come down the
Oh, Oaks.
road from going northbound southbound on the service road from Red Oak going towards Waxahachie. Once you get up to the church, you'll be directed in for parking. And the church has got some volunteers and we'll have some city folks too that will help guide people in to make sure that we get the parking situation, keep it as organized as we possibly can. I can see how that can get out of hand as people start really crowding in to get in. It may take them a few minutes to get in, but we're going to try to make it as painless as possible.
Okay.
We are going to be well, you will see, because I've requested Texas Entertainment. They'll start about 3:30, and that's the area where our booth will be. So just look for the climbing wall, the Euro bungee, the food trucks. So that's where we'll be. So it'll be, and it's right in front of the church. So it'll be easy for you to find it.
So Lori, I didn't ask this, but what tents do y'all have?
We just have a canopy.
Okay, because I've got two really nice 10 by 10s. One's
But
white.
it's just the top, just the topper canopy.
Okay, I got
Is it-
similar if you want to use them. One's maroon and one's white. And
Yeah, we'll use them, bring them,
okay, we will.
because I think ours is blue, so yours will match our new tablecloths.
Nice.
Chairs, do we need to bring our own chairs or do you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
Bring something that you'll be comfortable sitting in, so that way whenever you feel like coming in and relaxing, and then when the fireworks start, you get a good view. And if y'all want to move forward to the viewing area, that whatever y'all want to do.
okay. Anything else on Red Oak White and Blue?
I think that's everything. It's coming right up. I'm excited.
Very good.
Be nice to see people again.
I know. Hey, Jenny, I'm gonna send you the flyer. Our new marketing person finished it today. If you want to print some out and hang them up at the school,
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
I'll email it to you in the morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to finalization date for Fall Festival and Christmas in Red Oak 2021.
All right, I guess we'll start with the Fall Festival. As y'all know, we didn't have one in 2020, but I'll give you the times and the dates at which they were done in the previous years in order so we can make the best selection for the date. And it may not be that painful, it may be pretty easy, but we've done 4 to 8 p.m. for the last 5 years that the event was held. And it's all been that last Saturday in October. So anywhere from October 26th or 24th all the way to the 27th. So that way we avoid October 31.
Yep.
So we can have the event. The most likely date that I would recommend, but is on the 30th of October, and that is a Saturday. If y'all want to discuss that, and
Okay. Yeah, so it needs, I think it needs. You said it's the last Saturday?
yes, ma'am. The other weekend would be October 23rd, and that'll be, of course, 8 days before the Halloween.
Yeah.
You will probably have a bigger turnout if we do it the 23rd, because almost every church in town is going to do theirs on the 30th. Just a thought.
Are we still gonna have the costume contest and the trunk or treat?
I hope to. That's our plan. And the hayride.
Okay. Are we gonna do a maze?
We haven't done that the last several years because our supplier of hay no longer does the bales. They only do,
The round?
yeah, the rolls.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay, is the Oaks willing to work with us and do the games and?
Yes, they are. They're very willing. They're they get excited about helping us.
Okay. What do you guys think? Give me your opinion.
I like the idea of having it on the 23rd.
I was just
Like
gonna
you
say
said,
that.
everybody's gonna have something the 30th, and definitely we want everyone to come out and give them something to do. I like the 23rd better.
Okay.
23rd's fine.
Hey, Joanne, are you still volunteering at Pennies for Heaven?
Yes.
Okay. What can you, well, it's a little too early now, but are we gonna do the candy in exchange for canned goods or,
Yeah, that sounds good.
you know, and then I guess see what they need for Christmas. My other question is, I really think we need to think of something since I don't know, is Lions Club doing the costume contest?
I met with the Lions Club yesterday. They want to participate. They just need to know how they can help.
Okay,
Did you talk to Melanie?
Yeah, I met with her yesterday. I don't know if y'all knew she was in an automobile accident about a week ago, and so she cracked her hip and is really beat up. So
oh no.
I didn't know that.
I didn't
I'll
either.
email her.
she
Oh my
was just
gosh.
very grateful that she was alive, and her and her husband were both alive. But
Wow.
I didn't understand how the accident happened, but they got T-boned, so
Oh
Ooh,
my gosh.
pretty rough. They had to extricate them out of the vehicle.
wow.
Wow. In Red Oak or somewhere else?
I believe it was over on 77. Probably it sounded like it was in Waxahachie.
Oh, it was probably in front of Belk, if I had to guess. There's a wreck there every day. Oh my gosh. I'll send her a card from us.
Okay. So I'm just thinking, you know, Lions Club always does the costume contest. And I'm fine if they continue. I'm just trying to think of something that we can do, give back to our our trunk decorators. I mean, we have some really neat trunks, but you know, what can we do for them? Can we give them like a gift card or no?
Sure. I don't see why we can't. You know, we can talk about the details of the event, since it's not on the agenda. We can talk about the details of the events at the next meeting, and we can just go ahead and set the dates today. Since it's not actually listed on the agenda, it's something we can discuss, but it's not official.
Oh, the date. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
so so I'll entertain a motion for the Fall Festival, the 23rd, I believe. And what
Yeah.
about the time? Do we want to keep the same time?
Yes.
So it works well. The 4 to 8 worked well because, you know, if it's a chilly day, it's warm, kind of warmed up by 4. And then it always kind of wound down and we were wrapping up by 8. So I've always thought it worked good, 4 to 8.
4 to 8 is fine.
Okay,
So
so
if people have to run any errands or do anything earlier in the day, they can get their stuff done and not have to worry
Yes.
about missing the event.
definitely. Okay, so
No, do you need somebody to make a movement?
I make a motion that we hold the Fall Festival on Saturday, October 23rd from 4 to 8.
okay.
A second.
Okay, motion made by Joanne, second by Marie, all in favor? Aye. Okay, there you go. We're set, 23rd, 4 to 8.
Okay, well, Christmas, we had decided December 4th for sure. We just didn't pick the time.
Okay.
So we had been having in 2016, 17, and 18, we started it at noon. And then 2019, we had it 4 to 7.
Okay, well, I can tell you 16, 17, 18. I think we did it early because Festival of Trees.
Plus it's for little children mostly, so.
Mhm. I think they both worked well. I like the earlier time because then you kind of, I don't know, 4 to 7's right in the middle of your day. But
That's true.
we had a good turnout, either, you know, both starting at both times. So we can wait in the air one more month if we want, and I'll check with some of the groups that participate and see if they have a preference.
Do we want to set a date? And that way we can
We
just
did.
put the time in the next meeting.
Mhm. It's December 4th because that's the only Saturday the high school band
Yeah.
could do it.
Which is gonna be well, I don't know if they're even gonna do it. What parade is it downtown? Maitland's?
Children's
The Adolphus, it used to be the Adolphus Children's Parade, but that's, I don't know if it's called that anymore or not. I don't know.
I think it is.
I think Toyota or something sponsored it
Oh.
last year before last, if I'm not mistaken, December 4th. Okay, so we just need to figure out a time, but it would probably be, and I know school just ended. I haven't even pulled a new school calendar yet for next year. I know they've set one, but I haven't even looked at it yet. But Can we just go with this date and with, Lori, I'm with you. I think we need to check with, some of these people and see.
I'll be glad to do that. I'll email the band director and some of the Boy Scouts, you know, they always carry the flags and I'll
Yes.
email.
The,
Going to be out next year for the last day they have will be the 17th, which will be a teacher.
December 17th?
Yes, December 17th is the last day, so they'll be out from the 20th up until the 3rd of July. I mean, January, not July.
Wow.
I know. It's just, no, I don't, you know, I still up at the school. No.
Sign me up, sign me up.
Yes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's the time frame. So the 16th actually will be their last day of school because they always have the 17th for teachers, but December
Okay.
16th.
Okay, so we're good, so, yeah, if we can, get the drill team and the junior high drill team, and if they know, they can put it on their calendar and be done with it. But,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, so you guys just think about, do we want to pick a theme? What kind of theme do we want to have? Just put your thinking caps on and see, and you know, if we want to do a theme, we'll do a theme and we'll need to look and see, do we want to do daytime? Do we want to do lights? Whatever. Just, you know, decide what you think caps on and
Is
think
this for
what you want to do.
Christmas?
Okay. Okay. So we're thinking. Okay. We're going to appoint a new chair, new vice chair, and new secretary. Is that correct? Okay.
I don't think it has to be new.
Okay. If somebody wants to be chair, Kyle's probably tired of me. That'll be just.
True.
Oh, here comes the pest again. So, you know, just if you want to say something, not a big deal. Won't hurt my feelings.
I make a motion to elect Jenny for the president.
I
the
motion
chair.
it. I second it.
Okay.
I agree.
You agree?
Does it the best. She does it the best.
Jenny.
Well, that's a 3-0 vote.
We're
That
her
was
fan
awful
club.
fast.
That was fast. Okay, y'all. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Where are you going?
We'll hunt you down.
You're going anywhere?
Oh, man, I'm tired. We did North Texas Food Bank. We handed out food today. TSTC's teamed with the North Texas Food Bank. Whew, tired. It was hot. Okay, vice chair. Vice chair. Vice chair. Who wants to be vice chair? Maria, you want to be a vice chair?
I think Chappelle will make a better one than me. for
Chappelle?
sure.
Want to be a vice
Hey, I'm
chair?
for it. I'll be vice
I'm
chair
out
if
of
nobody else wants it.
Hey, Maria, make a motion.
What am I making a motion about? The chair and the vice chair? I make a voice, I make
Vice
a
chair.
movement for Jenny to be the chair and Chappelle to be the vice chair.
Perfect.
Yay! I need glitter so I can. say
I
that.
second. I second for Chappelle.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nope.
Motion passes.
All righty. Thank you, Maria, for the
Secretary.
nomination.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Secretary. Joanne?
What?
You, what?
What?
Are you hanging on? What? You hanging on for secretary?
Sure.
Sure. Are we good with that?
Yes,
Anybody make a motion?
make a motion that Joanne stays the secretary.
I
I
second.
second that motion.
I third it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.
Hard to get good help. What can I tell you, Kyle?
Thank you all for your willingness to serve.
Okay, Maria. You just wait. You're coming in next time.
Thank you for your. What happened? Oh, I'll get all up to speed by then.
Okay. All righty. Okay. So Joanne, so Jenny, whew, all women, aren't you lucky?
There you go.
Staff and commissioners' comments and report, updates, repairs and modifications for the parks.
We are currently working with over at the Hargrove Parks to try to get that splash pad open. They've had several setbacks with that thing, including all the rain we had was washing mud down into the pumps. So they've had to flush the pumps again, which is like the third or fourth time.
Wow.
So the guys are working now. The sod will be here tomorrow, and we'll lay the sod, and that's going to effectively. We'll need probably a week or so for that to root out, and that'll keep that mud and dirt from getting into the pumps anymore. Once that's completed, we're also adjusting the playground. The playground there, if you've ever been there, they kind of set it up a little bit strange at the front. They really should have just made it all the way to the sidewalk, and they left a gap, and it's just a mud hole. So we've moved that, and then on the backside, we're putting in the new pieces. So we're going to complete that whole playground to where the tetherball and where the basketball. I'm not sure how that game works, but it's a 4-hole basketball where you shoot it in the middle and it comes out to one of the 4 players. And that's all going to be put under fall surfacing. So the wood chips will be down. So it'll become all one playground and not a playground. And then you go into dirt. So that way it'll be a little bit nicer. The earliest we can get the 5R in there or the playground surfacing is next week. And once we get that in, that part will be complete. And then my staff is going to go undergo training. We have not set a date, but I've asked for a date for next week for them to be trained on the operation of those pumps so we can get that splash pad open. So it looks like we should be able to have that open by the end of the month. And everything's going pretty well right now with that.
Are we gonna have some type of unveiling or anything?
I think we should. I think
Because we've been working on this for a
very
while.
first. It's first, and I think that everybody should be really, really proud and glad that, hey, that's everybody's fought to get these kind of things. So here it is. So we might as well have a gathering and a celebration of the grand opening. And also there at the park, there is a trail now that's going to lead you across the waterway. They have poured the concrete and they're finishing that up now. It will be finished by the time that you can get across that creek behind the seating area and get over to what we hope will be a bathroom sometime in the near future. They're having some very difficult issues trying to get the bathroom in. I'm trying to help them, but it's a money thing. It's, a restroom that was going to cost $160,000 in 2019 right now is sitting at around $330,000.
You are
It
kidding.
literally went over double. So yeah, I showed it to Casey Hargroves last week, and he was speechless. And I'm like, I don't know what to say because his contractor signed a contract with him in 2019 and he can't deliver. There's just no way. I mean, he's going to go upside down a couple $100,000 to deliver the restroom. So we're working on some alternatives, but it's going to be a little bit of pain before we get this fixed, but it can happen. And so I think everybody's that I'm working with Casey and everything, and he feels bad because he wants it to be finished. That park's got his family name on it and wants it to be finished, but it's just going to be challenging until we start seeing some ridiculous prices come down to what we would consider something in the normal range. From that park, moving over to the baseball and softball fields, we will get certificate of occupancy on Friday for the concession and restrooms. The plumbers were out there today. The electricity is onto the building now. Everything's working. And the plumbers are working to get everything secured to the walls and get the partitions put in. So once he gets that done and he hooks up the ice maker and everything up front, we'll be able to get the inspections completed. So that's a big deal. We do have our first big tournament out there this weekend. It's scheduled. I don't know if it's going to make. You never know with some of these early tournaments like this because they didn't advertise for the last 6 months. They've only advertised for the last 30 days. So we don't know. They're trying to get 30 teams signed up to play. And I called today and tried to get more information, but both of the guys running the tournament were busy. They said they'd call me in the morning, so I'll have more details tomorrow.
Who's running the tournament?
I'm sorry?
Who's running the tournament?
Waylon and a guy from Midlothian. Pack Sports is the group that's running it. So I did meet with Steve with the league about it, and Pack Sports is the parent group that Red Oak ROPSA plays under now. And used to be USSSA, but now it's Pack Sports. So they're just like any other group. They've got their good and bads to them, and I just gotta really crank down on them so that they don't try to get away with everything that they're already trying to get away with. They're trying to do several different things, but it's nothing major. It's just we want to try to protect the investment the city made in that facility, so nobody comes in there and tears it up. I think that's really important. We do have we'll have somebody there the whole time that they're there. That was one of the city council requirements, is that when they voted on this, that we have a attendant that's at these tournaments the entire time from the city, representing the city to make sure that anything that goes wrong we handle, and making sure that they're not out there tearing up our fields. So we'll go from there with that. And then everything else, I guess, is just really operational. Nothing really major other than that happening right now. The other thing that I am trying to do is up at football, we're trying to widen that walkway. We attempted to do that last year, but there was too much going on with the contractor. So he's preparing the proposal for us to add about 4.5 feet to the walkway as you come in the entry gate. That way, as you walk up through by the concession stand, you're no longer walking in the mud, you'll be on the concrete. I think that's going to be a really important thing to do. And the cost of that shouldn't be too high. So I did anticipate, I had some savings on the project that we can tie into that and get that finished. But it's good news to see that we're finishing that. And I just was going to turn it over to y'all and see if y'all had any questions or anything that I could answer about what's happening.
Are we going to do the dedication of Hargrove Park the same time we do the unveiling or grand opening of the splash park and playground? Or we
will probably open up the splash park because the playground's been open for about a year. And so what we'll probably do is just pick a date and we'll have an event. That way we'll just say, let's just say we just arbitrarily put July the 10th or something like that. And then we'll set up the event, and then we'll have a ribbon cutting with a grand opening celebration. And then we'll let kind of have a ceremonial splash off or whatever, let the splash pad run, and then we'll have some kids go out and play. And then we'll dedicate the park over there to the people and to everybody who made it happen.
So you want to do it all together at one time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so.
I would like to do it about 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, if that's okay with everybody. And the reason being is we could we'll turn it on early. We'll make it where the splash pad comes on that day at whatever time we want it. But it's really hot outside, and would like to go ahead and get that event in as early as possible. And we'll, if we can do it 8 or 9, we'll still be in a comfortable area, and we'll have a lot of shade at that time.
Okay. Oh, but we don't know when everything's going to be completed.
Pretty soon. I know that the restroom is going to be, honestly, I have a feeling the restroom is going to be at least a year off. So it's not going to be in the equation for this, but everything else with what we've got and the sod being delivered, that was the big holdup for us. So once that's delivered and we get the kitty cushion in, we're set. We're ready to open.
Okay.
So that should be by the end of next week. We may not necessarily open it right away because I do got to make sure that I have a person that is trained on the equipment, and that we have the sanitary okay from the company that installed it. They'll give us a release saying that the water is correctly balanced and it's ready to go.
So we're looking at July 3rd, July 10th, somewhere around in there, yes?
Early July, and I think the earlier the better, because that way we can turn it over to the kids.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I know the kids will be ecstatic.
I think it's gonna be a really nice addition to the park features that we have. So hopefully it won't be our last splash pad.
I hope not. So what do you want to do other than the ribbon cutting out there? I mean, I wish we could get popsicles, or can we buy a bunch of those
Snow cones.
snow cones?
Yeah, we can definitely do something to be celebratory that is on the level at which the audience we're trying to cater to, which, along the lines of kids. It's adults can get the snow cones too. But yes, I think we can look at seeing maybe if Kona Ice could be there for an hour or something as we kick off, and that way everybody can get them a snow cone, and then we'll go from there.
Either that or just go buy a bunch of
Yeah, we
those.
just had them at the elementary school.
Yeah.
I think everybody likes them. There's not too many people I've heard anything bad to say.
I see. I was thinking cheaper. I'm thinking of going and getting those things you put in the freezer, those little Popeyes things.
Italian ice.
No.
Freezer pops.
The freezer pops.
Well, I have no way of keeping them frozen until they get out there is the problem. And we can put them into a cooler, but they're definitely going to be very soft. So
Well,
Real fast.
I think we can find it in the recreational budget to do that. And,
okay.
and then also I'd like everybody to be thinking about for the next meeting. That was for next time. Just be thinking about what themes that we could have for our movies in the park. And particularly with a theme, a movie at which is appropriate for families. And I would like to have a movie in the park, possibly over at the sports park and at the baseball, softball area, and also up at the football stadium, or multi-use field. But what I'd like to do there is wait till we get into the fall, until the sun kind of starts settling down a little bit. And so we can do because most times people show the movies in the evening instead of doing it during the heat of the day. So that way we have the event, the movie's at 7. Well, we'll pick a date and say it'll be on a Friday night or Saturday night or something at 8 o'clock, whatever, we'll pick a time later and then we'll have the movie, and possibly I'd like to think about talking to some of the local businesses that would sponsor, and if they would give us a sponsorship of about $500 to $750, we could do everything for free, including paying for the movie rights and for the popcorn and drinks.
Okay.
But if y'all would be thinking about that before the next meeting, and then we'll put it officially on the agenda so we can kind of start making some decisions on that.
So do they make G-rated movies anymore?
Yes, ma'am.
No,
And it doesn't have to be a new movie. I mean, it can be both.
Okay.
Yes, because I was thinking if we have one in December, it'd be like, It's a Wonderful Life or something, it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't have to be something.
Well, we
just
could
put
do
together
one
last
that,
year.
we could do one that's for like a date night type deal for
Yeah, that's a good
have
idea.
to focus around the kids. We certainly do that, but I don't have a movie screen right now. I did ask one for the next year. It didn't get denied yet, so it looks like we might get it. We have a good opportunity. If not, I'll see if we can rent one or go and borrow one from one of the local municipalities. I don't know if they'll rent it to us or not. We'll have to see.
Okay. How big are you needing?
For the screen,
Uh-huh.
that we're proposing to get is it's 30 feet wide and it's about 16 feet tall. So if you measure from side to side, it is a 25-foot. And it's based on one that I've had experience with in the past. It's really awesome. It's like basically has a home theater, and the projector is from the rear, so you don't have anything out front except for your speakers from the side, and that's it. So
Okay.
really good setup.
Okay. Huh.
So if anybody knows any city councilmen, I need help.
Huh. Hmm. Hey,
So what does councilman do? I mean, go talk to some entities that might have that access for you, or?
Either that, or if it's not available, I know that sometimes, like in the budget, although it's not a tremendous amount, and I go and ask him for a lot of things, it's about $5,400. And so if not, then we can go ask IDC if they'd be willing to buy the movie screen for us. We've got a couple.
that's a drop in the bucket for them. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, has Gordon Tony left yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, his last meeting was the meeting in May.
Okay. Have we elected a new person?
Yes.
Okay. Who is it?
Spill the beans.
His name's Willie Franklin. His bio's on the website.
Okay.
If you want to look, we took all new pictures of everyone, which should be up shortly.
Yeah.
They may have been posted today. If not, they'll be online soon.
Things are very quiet, very hush hush. I never see nothing. Of course, I don't get on the city website all the time either. So,
Yeah. Check us out on Facebook, because about one out of every 10 things that pops up is about parks. It's not to say that there's a count, but that's about the way it's running. So a lot of really good information. Alexa pumps out about 3 or 4 posts per day with information. Like today, it was concerning. The big one was the electrical issues that they're having statewide with ERCOT and that kind of stuff. So we do that. We do get that opportunity to get on there. We had the unfortunate experience of getting on there yesterday because Kyle Vyers, our Parks Maintenance 1 guy, was stolen from us by the city of Arlington. So he's going to go work for the city of Arlington Parks and Recreation Department as a arborist. And so I just want to know that we're looking for a Parks Maintenance Technician 1 now. So he's going to be hard to replace. Really great worker, good attitude, and just knows a lot about different things that we do. So guys were kind of bummed, but we're also happy for him too, because, you know, one of the things that he wants to do and his ultimate goal is to become a game warden. But him going into Parks and Rec is in more of a management role like that in Arlington is something that he's excited about. And plus, anytime you double your salary, you're good.
Oh, okay. So
Facebook, City of Red Oak. We don't have a Parks page. They're trying to do a consolidated with all the information coming through one channel. So that way that some people never ever get on a Parks page. They won't get on a Public Works page, but they'll get on the Red Oak page. So that way we'll have more attention, whether it's direct or indirect.
Okay. All righty.
That's all I have, unless anybody has any questions they'd like to ask. We'll talk about something else.
All sounds good.
Well,
Okay, someone make a motion to adjourn?
there she is.
Did you make the motion to adjourn?
Lori can't
Or
make.
you're waiting for it?
Who made the
Make a
motion?
motion to adjourn.
Seconds.
Okay.
Joanne?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
8 o'clock.